Good evening, everyone. My name is Joel Fritsma, Chief Meteorologist here at Michigan Storm Chasers, and this is going to be a quick video update this evening on just the forecast across the area for the state of Michigan, perhaps outside of the state of Michigan, where we do have a system moving through the Ohio Valley this weekend to end the weekend. First off, we're looking at our current satellite across the area this afternoon. You can see that permaclouds going on out there today across all of the Lower Peninsula and portions of the eastern Upper Peninsula, where lake effect snow continues to dominate. We did put in the forecast earlier this week that we'd have 5 straight days of lake effect snow, and this is currently day 4. And then you can see further off to the west here on your screen the system setting up for what will be a Sunday-Monday event for the Ohio River Valley region. Now we are going to fast forward here into precipitation probability over the next couple days, and you can kind of see exactly where this track is going to set up. This is your probability of 1 inch of snow or higher, and this is taking a track right across northern Missouri overnight on Sunday night into Monday, and then it goes across central Illinois, central Indiana, and the Ohio River Valley region. Really, everyone in Michigan is going to miss out on the system. Again, the southward trends were happening all week, and this continues to be the factor here on Saturday afternoon. West Virginia, Maryland, Virginia also states that could be impacted by this winter storm as we move into the late Monday timeframe. And now you'll also see around the Great Lakes region that you have a slim possibility of some lake effect continuing for portions of the eastern UP here on Sunday and even into Monday, as well as into Western Ontario. Now we will go ahead and look at our temperatures here. So bear with me as I get my belongings here. We're going to go to the HRRR 3K and zoom in on the great state of Michigan. And here is your temperature. So we got to take it to the 18Z, which is more of a longer model run here. So the next 48 hours, temperature is going to be very cold. Again, Arctic air is funneling in here as we speak. Again, wind chills today already in the single digits to even negative single digits. This is currently this was about an hour ago here as of 4 p.m. here on Saturday evening. You can see temperatures across the state widely in the upper teens to low 20s. Portions of the Upper Peninsula even seeing single digits already as soon as 7 p.m. tonight. And they move into the overnight time frames, and it gets close to 0, but not quite there in the UP. Temperatures in the Lower Peninsula get down to about 10 to 15. And then we move into the day on Sunday. We get a little bit of a warm up as temperatures crawl up into the low 20s for the Lower Peninsula. Western Upper Peninsula temperatures only get up to about 15 to 18 degrees there. And then the wind direction switches on Sunday as the system to our south moves around. We get more of a northeast flow, which is winds out of the northeast, and you get cold air off the Hudson Bay funneling in from the northeast, and that will cause cold temperatures to leak in up there by the bridge, Sault Ste. Marie, Gaylord, and surrounding areas, where you can see temperatures dropping into the single digits there for Monday and even late Monday into Tuesday. Now, that is just your normal temperature. If you take a look at your wind chills again, this is going to be the feels like temperature across the area. Again, today we've seen feels like temperatures in the UP all across the western UP, I should say, -5 to -10. That is brutally cold. And that will continue tonight as wind chills drop into the negative teens up there. Further downstate, wind chills in the single digits and perhaps breaking 0 degrees there. Sunday, not much of a warm up in terms of feels like temperatures. We get to as high as about 15 there. Upper Peninsula around 0 to 5 degrees. If you're closer to the lake, you will get wind chills that are slightly warmer, but there's not much insulation up there, with the lakes starting to get colder as we move into the further months of winter here. And then as we move into Monday, again, with that wind shift there, you can see all that cold air funneling down from the Hudson Bay there in Canada, and that's going to cause wind chills mainly by the Sioux and the Mackinac Bridge to drop into the single digits, while everyone else sees upper teens. So that is your apparent temperature and normal temperature for the next couple of days. Now we're going to go look at what some of the snow models are looking like here, just to kind of take a peek. Again, not a whole lot of snow going on around the state of Michigan here for the next 48 hours. But again, it's worth it to just kind of check. You can see this lake effect snow today will taper off for most areas overnight tonight into the day on Sunday, except for up there in the eastern UP and perhaps in the Gaylord, Kalkaska region there across northern lower Michigan. And you can see the system off to our south moving across Indiana, Ohio by late on the day Sunday and into Monday morning there. And some freezing rain does make it up as far as the I-70 corridor. So again, if you know anybody that is traveling on Sunday and Monday in these regions, tell them tonight is the best night to travel, or wait until Tuesday to do it. And then you can see that wind shift on Monday evening will possibly produce more lake effect snow, basically coming straight down from the north. So we could see some lake effect snow there in the thumb, which is kind of a rare occurrence. You basically have to have an east wind or a north wind downstream of a larger fetch, which is that longer portion of the lake that is valuable for lake effect snow to develop. And then central UP, now is your time to shine, perhaps, for significant lake effect accumulation. So that'd be areas like Marquette and Munising, which kind of have missed out on most of the lake effects so far this winter. We take a look at the NAM. It is kind of the same story here. Again, lake effect snow continues overnight tonight and then tapers off, except for those areas up in northern lower and in the eastern UP. As that system moves by to the south, the winds switch directions, and you have your lake effect bands that move with it, with going from north to south across the state. And then looking at your long-term GFS, which is a lower resolution. Again, this is kind of what's been wobbling north, I guess you could say, over the last couple of days. GFS does have accumulating snow in extreme southern Michigan, but it is definitely an outlier, so we do not expect any accumulating snow to happen from the system. If any, it will be an inch or less, just for the southern row of counties in Michigan. And again, GFS does agree that the wind shift will happen Monday night, and we could see some accumulating lake effect snow for portions of the thumb and central UP there as we head into the day on Tuesday. And one last thing here as we wrap up the video, we do have our lake effect snow totals, I guess you could say here. We're going to full screen it here for you guys to see. This is through the end of the night tonight through Monday, January 6th. Again, a lot of our totals here for the lower peninsula are going to be less than an inch. A couple spots we did post on our page earlier today on Facebook that could see maybe between an inch or two. It would be a very isolated spot there, perhaps up there by Gaylord or the region just to the east of Traverse City. Elsewhere, with that wind shift coming on Monday, we do perhaps have some lake effect forming in the form of 2 to 4 inches between Munising and Grand Marais over to Newberry. That 2 to 4 inches that you see there on your screen for Sault Ste. Marie is mainly for the rest of the day today into the early Sunday timeframe. So again, as those winds shift around, we will see the snow totals shift around as well. And that could also mean we also see maybe perhaps a trace to an inch along the Alpena, Rogers City area there in Presque Isle County for the day on Monday. But with that being said, that is all we have for this afternoon update. I guess you could say evening update by the time you guys are seeing this here on Saturday, January 4th. I am here in Florida, so I'm not there enjoying the warm, or I should say the cold weather with you guys, but I will be back soon. Hopefully you guys do stay warm there. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button, follow us on Facebook and YouTube. We got a lot more videos and content coming this year in 2025. And as always, you can support us in our full-time operations on Patreon at the link above here on the top of your screen. With that being said, I'm Joel Fritsma signing off for today with your daily forecast update. Have a great day, everyone, and we will see you again on Sunday or Monday for another forecast update.